Thank you again for joining me on my channel. This is Life Plus. This is where I share spiritual tip to solve spiritual problem of hatred of today. I want to share another spiritual, present another spiritual material that I want to ask you to make effort to prepare for anyone who is finding it very, very difficult that things are not just working. The person just found out that is laboring under a heavy curse. He cannot just place his or her hand on what is making things to go wrong in his or her life. No matter the effort that you put in, things are not just working. Now, this spiritual soap is to help you to make sure that becomes a thing of the past. So, and there are items that you need to get to prepare this spiritual soap. Now, and these items are easily available. Now, what are the things you need to prepare this spiritual soap? What are the things you need to prepare this spiritual soap? The very first thing you need is you need to go and harvest newly budding bitter leaf. This is the newly budding one. They are just budding, they are just coming out. So they just went to harvest this one. If you can get it around you, that would be wonderful. So just get the newly budding one. This is the mature leaves. This is, you can see, this is the mature. This one is the mature leaf. You can see it's very big. And then this is the newly budding one. They are just coming out. You can see. So this is you harvest some quantity of this newly budding bitter leaf. Then the next thing you need to have is you need to have Kafura Pelebe. We call it here in Yoruba Kafura Pelebe, but it's called edible camphor. If you expose it to air, air easily melt it. So you need just 5 seeds. This is it here. I'm just going to look at it. This is it. You can see it now. This is just 1 seed out of it. It's in a square shape. It's a square shape camphor. You can see it. This is the other type of camphor that we do have. This is in a circle or sphere shape. So let me it's like over. Let me take one out so that you can easily know the difference. This is the other type that we have. You can see it. And this is the one I'm asking you. This is the one I'm asking you to take. This is the other type. So you are not using this. You are using this. It's called Kafura Pelebe. So you just need 5 seed. 5 seed of this. 5 seed. 5 of it. Actually, this, if you buy just this one, it comes in 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 seeds inside this. So you just need 1. You just need 5 from it, so you'll still be left with 3 seeds that you can keep for future use. So you need that. Let me keep this one out because it easily gets melted inside the egg. It easily gets melted. So now, once you have gotten this Kafura Pelebe and you have gotten your newly budding bitter leaf, the next thing you need to get is your soap. You need to get your soap, either a tablet soap like this or a Ghana black soap. If you are getting this tablet soap, you need 3. You need 3 tablet soap. If you are getting the Ghana soap, you need half of the wrap. So you need to get that soap. And then you get your Bint Sudan perfume. You get a Bint Sudan perfume. But if you can't lay your hand on a Bint Sudan perfume, you can just do the soap without the perfume. The reason why I am asking you to use the perfume, why perfume is good, is that this perfume, this spiritual perfume, they repel evil personality away. So when you add it, it makes it more potent. So you can get it. But if you can't get it, access it, then you can just prepare the soap. So now you get your packaging container and your Bible. You get your white packaging container and you get your Bible. Those are the things you need. Those are the things you need for the preparation of this soap. So now let me tell you what are the steps you need to take. The very first step you need to take is to grind the bitter leaf, the newly budding bitter leaf that you have harvested. And please make sure you harvest this bitter leaf between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Once it is after 4 p.m., please don't harvest it. Don't go and harvest it. It will not work. So between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. you harvest that bitter leaf, and then once you have done, you grind it and then you grind the 5 seeds of the edible camphor, the Kafura Pelebe. You grind it smooth, both together. Now then you mix both with the soap. You mix both with the soap and you mix it to make sure that you achieve even texture. Now once you have done mixing it, you can add the perfume, the Bint Sudan perfume. If you have access to it, you can add it to it, and then you mix it again, and then you put it in your packaging container. And then you open your Bible to Psalm. You are going to chant Psalm 51, and each Psalm you are going to chant them 7 times each. You are going to chant each psalm 7 times each. If you are a female, if you are a male, you are going to chant it 9 times each. So you are going to chant Psalm 51, then you chant Psalm 43, and lastly, you chant Psalm 63. If you are a female, 7 times. If you are a male, 9 times. Then you keep that soap 48 hours. 48 hours before you start making use of it to take your bath very early in the morning. And you bathe the soap early in the morning. You go get a new sponge. Please make sure you are not using sponge that you have used before. You go get a new sponge, whether the local sponge or the net sponge or whatever sponge you have around you. You go get a new one, and then you start using it. You don't need to change the sponge. You keep using that new one you have bought. And please, when you are doing this bath, please abstain from anything unclean so that you can get the required result. And I can assure you, within a very short period of time, you will begin to see very, very strong positive changes in your situation. Thank you very, very much. If you haven't subscribed, I want you to subscribe, and I also want you to give me a thumb up if you like this video, if what I am doing is really making impact in your life. So please, and also turn on the notification bell. Thank you very, very much for everyone who has been assisting me and who have been telling me to do one spiritual work or the other for them. Thank you very, very much, and see you some other time.